Hello everyone, my name is Rufus T. Farnsworth. You may remember me from my magnificent opus, What's That Smell?, seen on gas pumps across America. But today, we're going to be talking about my vast collection of socks, which I have procured lo these many years. First, let's start with the Argyle ones. My, they are pretty color.
Okay, places everyone. Demented Revolution, opening in 5.
Jane, you ignorant slut.
4.
I'm the king of the world!
3.
Let's put a smile on that face.
2.
I'm a land farmer, motherfucker!
The revolution will not be televised.
This revolution will be podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Demented Revolution.
People of Earth, welcome to the Demented Revolution. My revolutionary brothers and sisters, you are here to be recruited into the revolution. I am Codename Wayne. Sitting across from me, of course, Codename Shannon.
Hello.
And Codename Joe.
Yes, indeed.
There are rules to the Demented Revolution. First rule of Demented Revolution, tell everybody. Tell as many people as possible.
Spread the word.
Unlike Fight Club, we want everyone to know about it.
Please, just go for it.
Second rule of Demented Revolution, no shirt, no shoes.
I'm currently totally nude right now.
We actually caught him playing bongos as we walked in.
Third rule of Demented Revolution, just have fun with it.
Let's not get too serious.
And fourth rule
Really?
of Demented Revolution is, of course, there is no fourth rule. So tonight, in our American debut of Demented Revolution, because a lot of you don't know that we have been on air over in beautiful Oslo, Norway for the last 10 years. But finally, we're broadcasting live here in the States. So what to expect from the Demented Revolution? We have movie chit-chat. We have Joe's Horror Corner. We have pros about cons. But I know what you're all thinking. Who are these people? And by that sound that you just heard, it's time for Getting to Know You.
Bow, bow, bow. Getting to know you. Chicka, chicka, chicka. Know you.
Starting with Shannon. Shannon, we're going to ask you a few simple questions so all the recruits out there for the Demented Revolution will get to know who you are.
All right, go
Okay?
for it.
Question number 1. What color am I thinking of?
Lucia?
Oh, it was so close. It's kind of a light bluesha. Oh, sorry. Sorry, but thanks for playing. Joe, quick question. What's your favorite food?
Lasagna.
Hello. Have you had your heart broken recently? Or perhaps you were insulted at work. Maybe someone pulled your shorts down at the gym. If these or any other emotionally disturbing things happen to you, you may have money coming. Hello, my name is Jerry DeBlabla, lead partner in Goldenstein, and DeBlabla Emotional Injury Law Firm. If you have experienced any emotional injury, we will fight for the compensation that will make that hurt go away. But hey, don't listen to me. Here are some of our satisfied clients.
My girlfriend cheated on me, so I went to Goldenstein, and DeBlabla, and now I own her car and she lives under the bridge. Take that, stupid bit.
When I was in school, I wore glasses and kids called me Four Eyes. After going to Goldenstein, and the blah blah, I need 4 eyes to count all my money. Because it's a lot of money. I'm trying to...
But wait, there's more. We here at Goldenstein, and the blah blah don't just stop at emotional injury. We also will find the people who have caused the emotional injury and cause great emotional damage to them, to their homes, to their cars, to their loved ones, whatever means the most to them. Is it legal? I don't know. What am I, a lawyer? Scratch that. I am a lawyer. We are all lawyers waiting to assist you in your emotional injury today at Goldenstein, and the blah blah.
Shannon, tell us a little bit about yourself.
About myself, I am, let's see.
I'm sorry. Shannon, tell us a little something about herself that we want to hear.
That you want to hear. Okay, harder. Alright, I'm currently 5'9". I have a multimedia business empire. I currently live with my boyfriend Stedman. My best friend is Gail. And I have my own TV show.
And your weight loss and weight gain is inspiring to us all.
Absolutely. I try my best. Also, I'm sorry about Dr. Oz. Really sorry. And Dr. Phil.
We all are sorry about Dr. Oz. And Joe, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, daytime I'm a playboy millionaire, tons of girlfriends, stuff like that. Nighttime I'm actually a vigilante who seeks out crime because I'm very... Oh, wait. No, sorry. Actually, no. I'm an avid horror enthusiast. Excellent athlete. I am shredded from head to toe. My blue eyes are piercing. They pierce right through your soul. And I'm pretty much knowledgeable about everything in life. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. I thought you were going to take this opportunity to come out of the closet, but we'll do that later in the show.
That's all right, Joe. I'm here for you.
And
Wayne, go ahead. What you got, Wayne?
Codename Wayne. Go for it.
And I'm Wayne. And that concludes Getting to Know You.
Bow, bow, bow. Getting to know you. Chicka, chicka, chicka. Know you.
And now it's time for your favorite hillbilly talk show, Moonshine Gab, with Joe Subop and Roscoe.
Howdy everyone, I'm Joe Subal.
And I'm Roscoe.
And we're gonna talk to you again about this here squawk box.
You know what, Josu?
What's up, Roscoe?
Emmy Lou thinks I'm a celebrity, just like that man in them talking pictures, George Clooney.
You look like him except for that missing teeth in your funny hand.
Tonight I'm gonna kiss her on her mouth, just like Daddy taught me.
Emmy Lou sure does have that pretty mouth.
Not like Mama.
Cause you not just gonna say that about Mama.
Now let's not get fussy, let's just get on with the show.
Today we got a special guest that talked us all the way from Europe, France.
That's where they make them cheese and them funny smelling sprays.
He's supposed to be a mime.
How can he be mine? I didn't box him.
No, not mine. A mime, idiot. Let's bring this fella out. Make some noise here for Gene LeGouture.
Woo, look at his face. He got some whites on his face and his mouth got that pretty lipstickles.
Now look at here, Gene. What's a mime?
What's he doing?
He's just a waving his hands around.
Now he done asked you a question, feller. What's a mime?
Why is he acting like that? Can't you talk, young fella?
You know, Emmy Lou's got a young un that can't talk due to birth defect from her brother birthing the baby.
Look at him now. He's acting like he's stuck in a box.
What's wrong, fella? You in a box?
I ain't seen no box.
You dumb idiot. Can't you see it's one of them divisible boxes? Can't see him. That's science.
You sure are smart.
Look, he's trying to get out.
Can't you breathe in there?
That's probably why he can't talk. He can't breathe.
Get your gun. We're gonna free him.
Don't you worry, little fella. We gonna save you.
Look, that went right through the divisible wall and done killed him.
Oh well, Shasta, come get this critter. Throws him on a heap in the backyard. And welcome back to Demented Revolution. And by that sound that you just heard, it's time for Movie Chit Chat. Movie
Chit
There's a lot of crazy, interesting stuff that happened this week, and I'm really interested to see what you guys think about it, or basically just hear your point of view. Actually, I wanted to start kind of with something silly, but something that I thought really would appeal to Joe. There is a movie about the Backstreet Boys and the apocalypse.
Ooh.
And this is actually going to premiere April 1st. It's not an April Fool's joke. They actually had to put it on the website because it's on Sci-Fi Channel. They said, no, really,
April
it's
1st,
actually premiering.
2016, April 1st?
2016. It's called Dead 7. And it's got like Nick Carter and AJ McLean, Backstreet Boys, some other people, I think some people from NSYNC. It's very strange.
I can't stand boy bands, but you know, I'm actually contemplating watching this. It sounds interesting.
It sounds super cheesy, but I thought I would give you a heads up because I thought you might be interested. You look like a boy band member, so I thought this would be right up your alley. You're into horror, it's good.
Shannon, that's the nicest thing you ever said to me.
I try. I really do try.
Building Bridges, Demented Revolution.
Absolutely. There was actually another trailer I thought you'd be interested in. I want to know what you thought about the Batman Lego movie trailer.
Hello again, Uber Nerd fans. I heard you blew up the Twitter sphere about my sweet new feature film, the Lego Batman movie. You know, it's kind of like the original Lego movie, only vastly superior because it revolves entirely around me. So anyway, when you're as super as me, you don't get just one trailer. You get 2 trailers in 1 week.
Loved it. Can't wait to see it.
Loved it.
I'm just gonna, I'm gonna bring my brother and say that it's for him, but it's really gonna be for me.
How old is your brother? 93?
13.
We'll see how it is. Hey, do either of you guys know who the Tick is?
Yes.
Okay.
Love the Tick.
Now, there is a new live-action version of the Tick, which is going to star Peter Serafinowicz. Basically, he was in Spaced. He was the douchebag in Spaced, if you remember Spaced, Dwayne.
Which douchebag?
Okay, remember the dude who stole the main character's girlfriend, and he shot him in the crotch?
The douchebag from Shaun of the Dead?
Yes.
That same one?
This one.
Yes, it is the same guy from Shaun of the Dead. The responsible roommate who ends up getting bitten in the shower.
Absolutely.
Not bitten in the shower, but they find him in the shower, dead.
They just
in Shaun of the Dead.
In Shaun of the Dead.
Spoiler!
Oh. Spoiler for dead people in Shaun of the Dead. Yeah, it says that he's going to star in the pilot, and Amazon is actually going to be behind
I don't know
it.
if I like him as the Tick. I think Patrick Warburton was the Tick.
He was great Tick.
But I think that Patrick Warburton is how old now? 60?
75, 80?
He's up there. He's up there. But I think.
But he was a great Tick. Great Tick.
This actor, Peter Serafinowicz, he's actually been in a lot of sketch comedy shows. He's very versatile. He's actually very good.
I think he's very funny. Absolutely, I've found him very funny. He was in Parks and Recreation for a while.
He was.
And he's a very funny guy, but I just don't see him as the Tick. He was very funny in the movie Spy with.
Yes, he was actually
Melissa
very
McCarthy
funny in Spy.
But
he's a big dude. He's 6'3".
I just find, but the Tick, Patrick Warburton had him down cold.
That was good casting on that one.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna.
Are you a fan of the Tick? Have you read the Tick comics?
I haven't read the Tick comics.
Because that's what he is, kind of like the big dumb galoot that Patrick Warburton plays so well. Has that voice of Spoon, where I just don't see Michael Goldblinowitz. What's his name?
Peter
Serafinowicz pulling that
Poor
off.
guy.
But you know what? You never know. I've ever since Heath Ledger, I have backed down from my casting complaints. So I wait to see before I complain, and then I complain loudly.
Speaking of complaining loudly, Paul McCartney is going to join the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise.
I read that too. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
And who's complaining loudly on this one? You or Paul?
I'm complaining loudly that it still keeps
or
going.
Ringo?
It's just going and going.
There is no end to this one in sight. Huh?
Is this the 5th one? It is the 5th one. I can't.
The first one was so good.
It was fun.
And to think this is all based off a ride that
and that's why I was like,
nobody even rides.
What are you talking about? It's what used to be my favorite ride.
Pirates of the Caribbean was your favorite ride.
It used to be Pirates of the Caribbean. The 2 favorite rides of Disney World or Land were Pirates of the Caribbean or Caribbean, depending on which part of the country, and Haunted Mansion. And then
Haunted Mansion definitely.
And then Pirates of the Caribbean movie came out, and they changed the ride, and it is horrible because now you got to see Johnny Depp mugging throughout the whole thing, and it's like, no, I liked it when it was all rapey. It had that rapey vibe.
It did have a rapey vibe to it.
And they're selling women, and everybody's like, "Wow, show us your legs, there, Red," or whatever. When they're
This was a Disney ride?
You never saw it?
I only saw it last year. After
Phenomenal.
It was,
and this,
they're like chasing the girls around, but they're smiling and singing though, so it doesn't seem so as
just,
rapey.
Yeah, but it was a huge rapey vibe through the whole thing, and it just was super, super fun. And I know in California, the Pirates of the Caribbean had an extra waterfall in there, so you got scared. But it was so much fun. But then I feel that they ruined it with putting the movie stuff in there. And my second one, Haunted Mansion, which was just super cool fun.
Awesome.
But then the last time I went, I don't know, they turned the sound down so bad. So you just going through, you just hear the creak, creak, creak of the chairs moving, and you're just like, this is not fun at all. I'm surprised they didn't turn all the lights on and be like, look, we're holding puppets up, yay. So that kind of disappointed me too. So now my favorite ride there is Hall of Presidents.
Hall of Presidents.
I like to heckle the presidents. Actually, have you been to the Hall of Presidents?
I have no. Actually, I don't think I have.
Seriously?
I have not. No.
Have you, Joe?
I
Been to the Hall
have.
of Presidents?
Yes, I have.
I have to admit that when they're all up there, and when like Lincoln is talking or whoever's talking, and the presidents in the back are like leaning over and whispering to each other, it's like, dude, that is so funny because you're like, he's such a windbag, you know. Just picture them all like heckling him behind his back and stuff. It's so much fun. So much fun. Robots, they're going to take over. I hope so soon. I'm getting sick of working. So.
Do you think eventually robots might take over, and then they'll be the ones driving through the rides, and there'll be people like, wow, it looks so great, like with people jumping up and down.
That would be such an awesome job.
That would be the best job ever. Like kind of like in The Mummy, where they have like live action actors do crazy stuff. I think that'd be fun.
I love it.
I think that'd
Let's
be fun.
do that. Robots, come on, get your shit together. Let's get this taken over so I can get a job at Disney.
I need a real job in Disney. Let's do it, man.
Welcome back to the Faces That Make Our World. We're on our 33rd installment of the long-running series Whitewashing Hollywood. Tonight's episode, Roots. Rumors and speculation have circulated for decades about racism in Hollywood and how the powerful movie moguls have attempted to whitewash their product. It wasn't until recently, when newly found footage was brought to light, that these rumors were found out to be horrifyingly true. Here is a Hollywood insider with the rest of the story.
Yeah, sure. So what we do here is we primarily take black films or TV shows and we just reshoot them using all white actors.
Do you have an example?
Well, actually, our latest project is Roots.
Roots. The miniseries about slavery in America.
Yes, that's right. Actually, we have a clip right here.
What's your name, boy?
It's Trevor.
I said, what's your name, boy?
It's Trevor.
Your name gonna be Greg. You're gonna wear these here white shorts.
No!
That is disgusting.
Well, racism is.
No, I mean wearing white after Labor Day. Yuck. Actually, I did want to mention. Okay, so you guys know that Blade Runner is the sequel is on its way.
Oh my
Stoked,
God.
stoked,
I'm
yeah.
so pumped about the news that I think that you're about to break. Yeah?
I don't know. You tell me first. What do you
They
think?
cast somebody?
Shock.
But
somebody was cast.
somebody super cool.
Somebody who I think is super cool. Don't know if you think they're super cool.
Spill it, guys. Spill it. You're killing me here.
Oh no. It's just
Tom Hiddleston. And Peter Safran.
And all right. Okay. Well, Ryan Gosling is in the cast. I don't know if you knew that.
Wait, no, I didn't know that. Wah, wah.
Aw.
Really, Ryan Gosling is just like Baby Duck is not your thing. Robin Wright is actually going to show up in
Yes!
there. Robin Wright
Very
from
pumped.
obviously House of Cards is her most recent thing, but she's been in tons of stuff from Princess Bride. She's
Very
been in
pumped
tons
about
of
Robin
stuff.
Wright in Blade Runner 2. Really quick survey. Blade Runner, was Harrison Ford a replicant? Joe.
True.
Shannon.
I think they left it ambiguous.
I know, but they left it, but what do you feel?
I feel that by making a sequel, they're going to have to answer that question.
Shannon's
and-
covering her ass.
Absolutely.
Not,
No, but I don't know if I'm happy with them answering that question. Because,
now, did you see the director's cut?
Actually, no, I did not. I just saw the theatrical release. I saw it in film school like ages ago.
The director's cut, at the very end, he rips off his face and he goes, I am a robot.
That's amazing.
A lot of people don't know that. It's a little...
A little on the nose. Just a little...
And I was like, I wonder what they're trying to say there.
Alright, alright, alright. Are the girls not noticing you as much as they used to? Have you lost some hair? Gained some weight? Is life starting to slow down from the fast-paced, drug-fueled orgy parties you've become accustomed to? Well, if so, it sounds like you've hit the dreaded midlife crisis, alright, alright. Well, I've been talking about midlife crisis before being paid to talk about midlife crisis, and I'm here to say we have the solution for you. The all-new Magnum Thunder Extreme XL sports car. It's equipped with everything to turn you back into the stud you once were, alright. Features include a high-tech radio with all the hot new club music pre-programmed into it, alright. State-of-the-art mufflers that shoot out flames. However, that system does use the entire trunk space, but let's be honest, you're not going to be hauling groceries in the bad boy. Alright. It only comes in one color, bright metallic red, which is proven to be the one color all women are attracted to, alright. The entire dashboard is gold plated to make you look just like money. The passenger seat is equipped with a vibrating bottom to get any girl you pick up instantly in the mood, alright. The powerful V18 engine can only go 80 miles an hour faster to give nothing but thrill rides. With the Magnum Thunder Extreme XL, you're gonna divorce your old hag of a wife, kick out your loser kids, and land that 20-year-old bombshell that you deserve, alright, alright. The cost is starting at the fair $299,000. And hey, maybe you can't afford it, but you need it. Magnum Thunder Extreme XL. Put an end to your crisis, alright, alright, alright.
And we're back with the Demented Revolution, and it is time for Joe's Horror Corner.
Welcome, boys and ghouls, all you fancy folks who got a taste for the darker side of things of life and the macabre. This is Joe's Horror Corner, the first segment of the Demented Revolution. Welcome, one and all. Okay, let's talk about some 2016 horror movies. Okay, first off, one of the most recent ones I watched was The Witch. It actually got a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. You guys catch it?
I didn't catch it, but I saw the good ratings and I was thinking about it. Do you think I should watch it? I am a big wimp when it comes to like blood and guts and everything.
Not blood and guts in this movie. This movie, if you're looking for a scary movie, this is not it. This is more of fall under the psychological horror. It has, instead of jumpy scenes and stuff like, ooh, ooh, it's more like, oh, that's creepy.
It's more, instead of ooh, ooh, it's oh.
Instead of, oh, like, you know, jumping out of your seat and shitting your pants, it's more like, oh, that's fucking creepy.
So it messes with your mind.
It messes with your mind.
Okay.
If you put yourself in the shoes of the character. You know, the critics love this movie. They hands, you know, it was beautifully shot. It was very well put together. The actor, they have a kid in this movie. I don't know his name. He was phenomenal. I mean, one of the better kid performances I've ever seen. And mind you, all this is being spoken in like the old Victorian, old English, like Shakespearean type of lingo.
It's set in Puritan times, right?
Yes, Puritan times. They're fresh from England. They just moved to America trying to start this new life. And in the time of the witches, like, you're a witch! So when you see these kids speaking in this Shakespearean tongue, and his acting along with it, it was phenomenal from an acting standpoint. If you're not familiar, you never read any Shakespeare, you may struggle watching this movie because there are parts that are hard to understand. Just, you know, if you're not familiar with the lingo, you're gonna be like, this is stupid, you know. But I mean, if you
so if you're Joe Sixpack that just wants to see a horror movie, do not go to this.
Do not go see this.
But if you're a little intellectual,
like Wayne.
Of course.
Then I think you'll enjoy this movie. I think it was well put together. Critics loved it. Fans did not like it as much.
Okay, maybe they didn't know what to expect. Because that happens a lot of times. People watch trailers and they're like, oh my gosh, and then they get to the movie and they're like, oh, is that it? But that actually sounds really interesting. I think I'm definitely going to check that out.
All right, let's another 2016 horror movie. Also got a 90% from Rotten Tomatoes is 10 Cloverfield Lane. Have not seen it. Am going to see it. I've heard mixed reviews.
I have.
I've heard you saw it?
I saw it.
And thumbs up or thumbs down?
Oh boy. This is a difficult one. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but all I can say is that the first, I would say 80% of the movie, for me, I was on the edge of my seat. Like, super tense. I mean, John Goodman he is so, amazing in the role. He is very charismatic and scary, but the last 10-15 minutes I wasn't with. And that's just me. That's just how I felt. I watched it and I was like, I think you could have cut it off sooner. I think it's a really great concept, but it seems to me that movie kind of smacks of somebody coming in and messing around with it. I wouldn't say it's a horror. It has horror elements in it, but it's really more suspense.
Could it be under the psychological horror as well?
I would say so, actually, because there's a lot of stuff, with the main character. She's trying to figure out whether... Because this guy's crazy, so she's trying to figure out whether it's safer inside or outside where, something crazy might have happened. So, I mean... yeah, I would...
And this is a J.J. Abrams produced or directed?
Produced, not directed. Although I wouldn't be surprised if he stuck his little sticky fingers in, because the end is kind of WTF
What do you have against J.J. Abrams?
What do I have against J.J. Abrams?
Him and his sticky fingers.
Sticky fingers.
His sticky fingers. J.J. Abrams is a cool guy, but sometimes he just really doesn't know when to stop. I guess I really didn't like Super 8 very much, so that was probably
That's what the name... Was it Super 8 it was called?
The one that he did, which was almost exactly like a Steven Spielberg movie.
Right, because I keep confusing that with like that Nicolas Cage 8mm.
Oh no, not
don't.
No,
yeah,
no, definitely not that one. Just not mix
Every
those.
time it's like Super 8. Wasn't that snuff film, that porno snuff film that Nicolas Cage did?
No, it was Super 8. He's not a bad director and he's not a bad producer, but I would still recommend you check it out, Joe. I watched it. I enjoyed it, but again, the last 10 minutes had me kind of scratching my head. But who knows?
But that could have been lice. So
yeah,
I mean, you guys should stay away from me. Like, do we have any shampoo around here? No. Okay.
All right, some other upcoming 2016 movies. We have Conjuring 2, which Conjuring 1 was decent, and I think that it's based off true events. I think is
really, Joe, true events.
Well, based.
Based.
Yeah, I'm not saying they were actually true. It's
So you're saying that there were actually two people by that name? Is that the truest thing about that movie?
There was two people that had that name, and they were ghost hunters, I guess you would want to call it, and they they collected haunted relics. So that's.
It was Lorraine and JoJo something, right? Was their name? I think the first one.
They were married investigators, right? I don't know.
They're married.
About them.
Correct. They're married. You're right. And yes.
Okay.
Okay. The Purge is getting another movie into the.
The Purge.
It's going to be the election year.
I
like The Purge. Yeah, I like The Purge 1 and 2. Cool
Didn't
concept.
see the first one, but I did see the second one. I enjoyed the second one.
Yeah, cool concept. I think hopefully they don't go too over the top with the third one. Try to keep it not too unrealistic. I mean, of course it's unrealistic to have a Purge day, but I mean, it's a cool concept. Let's try not to go overboard with the third one. Underworld. The vampire werewolf is getting another one.
There's another one?
There's another one in the horizon. It's
this?
called Next Generation. So maybe they're evolved in some point.
No.
I don't know if this would be good. I think there's already 3.
4.
There's 4. Yeah.
There are 4 of them. Wait.
Yeah.
There are the first 2, which had Kate Beckinsale, and then the third one was like a prequel. They were going back to prequels again.
Right.
Then the fourth one, they had like a kid or something in there.
Yeah.
The fourth one. Did you see any of the Underworld movies, Wayne?
I did. I didn't pay attention to a lot of them because I just watched Kate Beckinsale squeeze into that costume.
I think.
She is
well,
a
her
hottie.
husband directed like the first one, so I think that
She's
was. She's
married. Boo.
I think that was kind of the purpose.
Listen to the children of the night. And to you, hello, children. I am the Count, with my faithful servant Igor.
Yes, master.
Quiet, Igor.
Yes, master.
I know you tuned in to see some scary movies, but the Count has bad news for you.
Oh no, master.
Yes, the owner of the station the Count worked at sold it to some Armenians.
No, master.
And they changed all the programming to softcore pornography.
Oh no, master.
That is correct, Igor. So if the old Count wants to keep his job, he has to, well, change his tune. So anyway, turn off your lights, lock your doors,
Yes.
and prepare for our first feature called Debbie Does Austin, Texas, and several adjacent neighborhoods.
That's not a good title, Master. It doesn't roll off the tongue.
Quiet, Igor. The movie is starting.
Yes, Master.
Oh, it looks scary. A girl is in the shower. I hope someone doesn't sneak in and try to kill her. But uh-oh. Who is that coming into the shower with her?
It looks like another girl.
Oh, yes, it's another girl. But maybe she will try to kill her.
No, she's just rubbing her breasts now.
Yes, she's rubbing her breast. That is correct. Okay, well, let's video her boobs. They're so scary.
Yes, Master?
Oh no, someone else is coming into the shower. A man! And he is the plumber.
This makes no sense, Master.
Well, maybe he's coming in to kill the women. He's taking out a weapon.
No, that's his penis, Master.
No, well, oh, Christ, is that a dog?
How big is the shower?
Their water bill must be terrifying.
Right. This one, however, is the movie I'm most highly anticipating for 2016. It is the newest Rob Zombie directed film called 31. Okay.
31.
Rob Zombie's a hit and miss with me.
31.
Yeah, that's
31
how I
tells the
feel.
story of 5 carnies in 76 kidnapped on the morning of Halloween and held hostage in a remote industrial hell. While trapped, they are forced to play a violent game called 31. The mission is to survive 12 hours against an endless gang of grease-painted maniacs.
Wow.
He likes those grease-painted maniacs.
He really does. He really does. And let me guess, his wife is going to be in the movie. This is like a wild
Sherry
guess.
Moon Zombie. I'm going to go
I
ahead
hope
and
she doesn't get nude.
definitely going to say
Oh
she's in
my
this one
gosh.
with her. Love Rob Zombie. I love pretty much all the movies he's made, especially House of a Thousand Corpses, one of my favorite horror movies
Really?
of all time.
I had this argument the other day, and it was vicious. It ended in blood. But I feel the sequel, Devil's Rejects, is better than House of a Thousand
Now,
Corpses.
see, the problem with Devil's Rejects, you can't really call that a horror movie. It was kind of more of a crime story. It's more like criminals on the run, while as
Better soundtrack.
Okay, I'll give you that. House of a
Thanks,
Thousand
thank
Corpses is more of a traditional.
I'm generous. Joe's giving me something.
House of a Thousand Corpses was more of a traditional horror movie. We got the crazy family in a house. We got the zombies, the demons. You know.
But false advertising, I did not see 1,000 corpses there. I only saw like 5 or 6.
Well, did you really
Wow.
count, Wayne?
I did.
Were you counting?
I went back and counted because I was like, let me see, truth in advertising. And Rob Zombie, you're a liar. There wasn't 1,000 corpses in there.
Well, let's say 100
so we're suing
corpses.
him. I'm currently in lawsuit. I can't really talk about it.
But Rob Zombie, love his music, love his movies. I'm really looking forward to 31.
Okay. When is that coming out?
It is coming out in, I believe, September. No, in October. Around Halloween, yeah.
Perfect timing.
in October,
Perfect
yep.
timing. All right, wait. Would you recommend that I watch it? Is it kind of bloody? He's
Watch
a
which
bloody
one?
director.
Yes, whatever you're asking, yes, go see it. Definitely.
All right.
Watch it. Actually, watch all of his movies.
I'm sending.
That's your
I'm
homework from
sending
Demented
my
Revolution.
psychiatrist bill to you. So.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about some underrated Netflix horror movies that you guys all scroll past but never happen to watch.
Ooh, Netflix exclusive.
Netflix
Okay.
exclusive, Demented Revolution. Okay. Starting off the list, check out the VHS series. If you haven't watched it, they're pretty sick and twisted. It's based off of like kind of these haunted VHS tapes, which is kind of cool. Gives you a little nostalgia.
Haunted VHS tape.
Yeah, they scan through each one of
No
these.
haunted Laserdiscs or Betamax.
VHS only, Wayne. Here, now let's not get too forward. But
My haunted 8-track is giving me problems.
But they go through. It's kind of the movie has a bunch of different stories in one. Each VHS they pop in has a different sick, twisted tale.
So it's a found footage movie.
It's a found footage movie.
Okay.
Each movie they pop in is just more sick and twisted than the next.
So these
Pretty
are
unique.
These movies were made when?
These movies, VHS is made within the the 2000s, but I mean, they kind of.
So who still has a VHS player to pop in these haunted VHS tapes?
Well, it's this haunted place that they go into.
Okay. Well,
People, stay away from haunted VHS stores. I
not
can't
a
express
store.
this enough.
It's-
Children,
they-
stay away from
The
haunted
original
VHS
one,
stores.
they break into a house and they find just all these VHS tapes, and while one criminal is searching the house for something, the other guy's just popping in these VHS tapes like, oh, I guess I'll just watch these while I'm waiting.
Because, chances are it's probably porn. That's why.
They were hoping.
Homemade,
It's like,
homemade
they were
porn.
home.
All right, maybe some porn with all these strewn about VHS tapes. Oh no, my life is in danger.
Very creepy movie, scary. Will definitely make you cringe. Definitely ideal horror. And the benefit is that it doesn't kind of stick to one type of horror. It has all different types of it. It kind of covers psychological, monster, killer, all in one. It's for you horror fans out there. It's a must-see. VHS 1 and 2. The third one you can skip. That was not good at all. They just kind of ran out of ideas on that.
Oh wow.
Rekill. It's a zombie flick. It's we've all seen a million zombie movies. I know you guys have, right? I know I have.
I've seen a lot.
Rekill is the name.
Rekill. It's kind of like they make it like a show like Cops. And they're called a Rekill Squad, and they're being filmed by like a crew, and they go out and they they interview them each, and they're like, so how do you feel about being on the Rekill? And then in between, they have like these fake commercials in between. It's pretty cool. It's worth watching just and from that aspect.
Rekill.
Rekill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
So they go from these fake commercials about, have you survived the zombie apocalypse? Well, try our new drug, some so-and-so. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty unique in the zombie genre. Not saying it's an excellent film or that it's, Oscar-worthy, but if you're on Netflix, check it out,
All right.
We have...
By the way, Rekill got 1.5 stars on
Okay,
Netflix.
let's just recap. Any horror movie that's not mainstream is going to have about 1 star on Netflix. Always.
Horror movies in general don't do very well
you
critically.
feel that way?
They don't do well critically.
Always.
I disagree.
Go through your horror section.
I
and
will
tell
go
me,
through it.
and tell me how many
Challenge
stars.
accepted.
and not known movies. Okay, any known movie, maybe they'll get 3 or 4. But unknown, like Rekill, is going to get 1 and 1.5, maybe 2.
I think there's always some look. And I apologize for busting in on Joe's horror corner, but It Follows.
It Follows. I liked It Follows. Yeah.
I thought it was retarded.
I loved
It's a haunted STD. That's all it is.
That was fine with me. That didn't bother me.
It's ridiculous.
It was
it's like
great.
I have an STD that's trying to kill me. I mean, it's like
That
really
was-
the allegory there is ridiculous.
I
And the
loved it.
fact that I am a being that can possess your body or possess this person's body or this person's body. So obviously I am supernatural, but I got to break into someone's house like an average burglar. Kind of stupid.
Wait, whose body
And
did it possess?
It possessed the mother. It possessed the old people in the thing. It possessed
It didn't possess them. It pretended to look like them.
So
It
okay,
impersonated.
there you go.
Impersonated.
It impersonated someone. So obviously this has powers beyond us.
Yes.
But still, it has to break into a house, like break the glass to break in, and then it can be invisible, but we can
To other
shoot at it
people.
and kill it.
It can be visible to people who haven't experienced it.
Right.
Yeah.
But then it's like, but the people who don't see it can just shoot at it and kill it. Really?
But did they kill it? But did they really kill it though?
Did I really care at that point?
That's another
Oh
story.
no, the STDs are coming to get me.
I thought it was really well done. It Follows. I'm going
But
to recommend
but
it.
it follows. The reason I brought it up
What
is
did it have?
that this was a low, not a mainstream
Mm-hmm.
film, and the critics loved it. So Joe, you're an idiot. There.
I don't know.
Point proven.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. There we are.
And that wraps up Joe's Horror Corner. We will catch you next time, you boys and ghouls.
Hey, Jesus.
Yes, my child.
It's cool walking on the beach and all, but I was just looking back and I saw 2 sets of footprints.
Side by side, just you and me.
Yeah, but then I noticed at some of my toughest times, there was only 1 set of footprints.
Well, that's when I was carrying you.
Yeah, makes sense. So, What happened here?
Well, that's when I tripped and dropped you and you shit your pants.
Oh my god, that's right. I remember. And you were macking on that chick.
Well, you know it.
You know that was a guy.
Come again?
That chick you were making out with was totally a dude.
I think I would have noticed that.
Dude, you were so wasted you wouldn't notice if you were making out with me.
Oh, that is funny.
Yeah.
Hey man, we didn't make out, did we?
I don't know.
We have got to stop drinking.
Hey, why are we on this beach anyway?
Jesus brand tequila. For those nights you just don't want to remember. It's so good, you'll be saying, oh my dad. That's some damn fine tequila. Sold at liquor stores and churches nationwide.
Walking in the sand, walking hand in hand. The night was so exciting, the smile was so inviting.
Aquaman, thumbs down.
Aquaman thumbs down already. I think,
You heard it here first. Demented Revolution, Aquaman, thumbs down.
It's gonna suck.
I think this is interesting because this actually leads into the next story, which is the fact that Suicide Squad is doing reshoots.
Thumbs down, Suicide Squad.
That they're doing reshoots or no?
From the previews, you can tell Suicide Squad's going to be a bad movie. And I'm
From
sorry
the
for
previews.
all the fanboys out there that are like, no, it looks great. It doesn't. Take a shower and shut up. Because it does not look good. Never looked good. And Batman vs. Superman shows how bad it is going to be. That is the benchmark. They're coming out being like, hey, look, this is the first one. Ew. And then they're going to come with a second one. Because, come on, they are villains.
Yes,
that is the first thing. They are all villains.
They are.
And they are not good villains, like villains with a heart of gold. They are villains. They kill people.
Yeah.
And they kill people for money. They kill people for fun. They kill people. They're villains. They're bad people. People you don't want walking the streets. And that's the fun of the comic, is that they bring so much chaos to any mission that they do that they don't care. And there's no such thing as collateral damage. They don't care. They'll take down a whole city to finish their thing. They'll kill everybody. They don't care because they're villains. And then when I see in the movie, let's go save the world. Oh, Will Smith, when will you learn?
He can't help himself. Like, I thought this would be a chance for him to play a villain, and I thought, okay, well, maybe he can use some of that natural charisma.
No, he's still got to be like, I'm a super good guy, and it's just no. And I'm sorry, Jared Leto's choice of Joker is horrific.
It looks really weird. It looks really weird.
I think it's a different new age Joker. I mean,
Different new age Joker.
I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you really bad.
I mean, come on.
I'm still interested to see, because apparently the reshoots are going to alter the tone of the film to make it lighter.
Oh, now they're screwing it up.
No, I don't have a problem with this. I think that they were probably going for this is a really dark tone of Batman vs. Superman, and when people responded to the trailer, yes, some people actually did respond to the trailer, they were probably like, okay, well, maybe we don't really need to do that. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if they looked at the at the fact that people didn't like Batman vs. Superman and were like, okay, maybe we should just go in a different direction.
I think that's the only thing they looked at, is that no one liked Batman vs. Superman.
It's pro about cons.
Hey folks, and it's time for Pros About Cons, where we're going to talk about Comic-Cons and Comic-Con generalities as well. If you're a Comic-Con goer, you'll know the ins and outs. If you are not, I'm here to guide you. Just a brief history. I've been to several Comic-Cons, including New York City, Chicago, and San Diego, Miami. Been to some big ones, been to some small ones, just like Joe's mom. What? And then but I'm going to tell you this, Comic-Cons, there are some rules that you have to follow. Number one, folks, shower. Please, I beg of you, shower.
You think that would be the basic thing, especially in Miami?
Amazing things that they have done with deodorant nowadays that, it's time to explore that. And
this must be new to the geek world.
And it's something that...
I think it's new to crowds in general.
The fun thing is, when my first Comic-Con ever, I remember going... not really knowing what to expect, just thinking, this will be a new experience. And walking in and seeing all these people, and they're dressed like they're superheroes, and they're walking around, and I was filled with such I can't even explain it. When I just saw, here are people that get bullied and they get picked on and they get made fun of for what, because they're nerds but here they are, they're all together and they can dress up. It doesn't matter how fat you are, how skinny you are, how short you are, anything. You can dress up like your favorite superhero. No one's making fun of you. Everybody's, taking pictures and posing, and it's this great love fest, and it's so much fun because you're surrounded by everything that you love, and you get to dress up, and you don't have to feel self-conscious. And the second day I was like, oh, I hate these losers, and I just want them out of my face. But you end up getting over that. But go and embrace the fun. Embrace, with any Comic-Con, embrace it fully. If you want to dress up, great. Another tip with the dressing up, make sure it's comfortable, guys, because you're going to be walking around in a super hot leather suit with a helmet on. It's not that fun. You are going to. I'm not saying that you're going to be gang raped on the floor, but people are going to want to take pictures of you.
Taking pictures is fine, but just don't be.
But there are. I have come across some people that have dressed up, men and women, that have dressed up that you go to take a picture, and I always ask beforehand. I don't just start snapping away. It's like, it's okay if I take a picture of you, and some give attitude, and it's like, dude, why would you dress up if you don't want people taking a picture of you? Just
Boba Fett doesn't take pictures in real life. Why would he take it in a Comic-Con?
And that's always bothered me. I was in San Diego, and there was a guy dressed what do they call those pedicabs? Those little bike things that they cab people around in. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And he was dressed like the Mad Max Fury Road, the guy all in white.
Cool.
So here he is, pedaling around town dressed like that, and it was like, oh my God, that is hilarious. That looks great. That's smart. That's brilliant. You're making money, but you're also part of the con. And so he was parked off to the side, and I came up and I said, do you mind if I take a picture of you? And he goes, I'm not going to pose. And the first thing I thought of was like, what pose would you do? You're Mad Max Fury Road. Number two, why the attitude, man? You just, you're dressed, you're naked except for a loincloth, all in white with, and driving a pedicab around San Diego. Seriously, dude, let me take a picture of you.
Get over
He'd
yourself.
been asked to pose so often that he was just immediately defensive. It's possible.
I did approach one guy whose costume obviously took over a year. It was amazingly detailed. I don't even know what it was of, but it just was. As soon as you saw it, you were like, wow, that costume is amazing. And I went up and said, do you mind if I take a picture? And he goes, well, it's going to cost you. And I was like, go screw yourself. Your costume's not that good. In fact, I'm just going to stand 10 feet away and take pictures of you anyway. So,
wow. Nice.
So how do you feel about that, Mr. It's going to cost you? Yeah, it cost me nothing
for free.
Subtle.
But yes, if you're gonna, ladies, because obviously comic books Harley Quinn is the huge one for the ladies. All women. There's 5,000 Harley Quinns at every.
There are a lot of them.
Every
some
Comic-Con.
good, some quite terrible.
And but Harley Quinn's very sexy, and some dress the sexy Harley Quinn, some dress in the full leotard Harley Quinn. But if you're going to dress all sexy with parts of your body all exposed and hanging out, you're going to get stopped a lot to get pictures with these guys who really haven't seen a woman up close before.
But that's their fault that these guys haven't seen a woman.
No,
up
but
close
if you're
before.
going to dress like that, expect to be stopped and have these
Expect
pictures.
to be stopped by sweaty nerds. This
Exactly.
Is
Just
just
know-
enforcing stereotypes, but sure.
Just know these sweaty nerds probably have masturbated to these comic characters one
they
point
are-
in their lives.
They are
Oh,
sweaty
God.
nerds for a reason.
And they're
okay,
sweaty, oh my God.
there's stereotypes for a reason because they're real. They are real.
that's-
But I do not want to turn you away from Comic-Cons because Comic-Cons are phantasmical.
They really are. You can have a lot of fun.
It is super, super fun. Some of them are getting to be a little garage sale flea market-y. That you can get down there and you're selling soaps, hooray! It does. So a lot of the cons really are steering away from the actual comic book. It's and going more towards the celebrity and that type of thing. But I will say this: the easiest way in today's world to get up close and personal with a celebrity is at a Comic-Con. Anywhere, it doesn't matter anywhere else you want to go. You want to see somebody, go to a Comic-Con, and you will most likely be able to stand next to them, get a picture with them. So most likely it's going to cost you. There are a few people out there that will give you free pictures and whatever. And I have never really run into anybody celebrity-wise that was nasty at a Comic-Con. A few kind of terse, rude people.
Hello again, and welcome back to Whitewashing Hollywood and the growing trend of racism in our films today. Now, you were saying earlier, it's not just films.
No, not at all. The white man has even whitewashed children's cartoons.
Let's take a look.
Hey, I'm Fat Danny, and I've got a song for you.
Hey, but Danny, why be you be so fatty?
I have a glandular disorder, but I'm on my dad's insurance, so it's A-O-K-K-K.
Did someone say KKK?
Hey everyone, it's a local clan leader, Johnny Whiteman.
Hello, children. Hello, Fat Danny.
Hey, what's going on with the KKK?
Well, Fat Danny, we were just having a talk about the Jews.
I love the Jews. Juju beans come in all flavors.
No, Fat Danny, not Jew. Look, we were talking about the Mexicans as well, or as you call them, beaners.
Hey, I love beans. They are delicious.
Oh, Fat Danny, is that all you think about is food?
No, sometimes I think about purifying the white race through any means possible.
Excuse me?
And then I think about food.
Oh, Fat Danny, you got me.
I also got type 2 diabetes.
One of my favorites at a Comic-Con is the gentleman, and someone helped me out here, who played Spike on Buffy.
James Marsters.
James Marsters, which I believe he's on Hawaii Five-0 now. But
I saw him on Hawaii Five-0. Is he still on there?
I don't know. I never watched the show. I just read it one day that he was on Hawaii Five-0.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of James Marsters. I'm not a fan of Buffy or Hawaii Five-0. So I'm not. But a friend of mine was like, "Oh, Spike's going to be there, so get an autograph." So I stood in line, and when he got up there, I just said, "Yeah, just write out to this. It's for this person." And he was like, "Oh, you." Not a fan? I go, no, dude, seriously, never watched Buffy, don't enjoy Buffy, I'm not a fan.
Kept it real with him, huh?
Not trying to insult you, but, this is just for a friend. And he held me there against my will. And I'm going to show you on the doll where he touched me. But he made a point of talking to me, and he must have kept me there for 20 minutes talking. By the end of that conversation, I'm a huge James Marsters fan. And it's like, that's the type of interaction you can get at a Comic-Con, where they truly enjoy their fans, they truly respect their fans, some of them, and they're having fun. And on top of that, because you got to figure, these guys are probably making 30 to 40, possibly more money in just a weekend, sitting around having people come up and stroke their ego. And so, of course, they're going to be like, yeah, this is awesome. Now, I always feel bad when you walk past the celebrity booths where nobody's standing.
I know.
Yeah.
And I always want to go up there and be like, hey, I never saw your movie, but I'm a big fan.
Hey, you were great in that one thing.
Always felt bad. So I have a lot of pictures of me and like B-movie actors and actresses who I have no idea who they are, but they were very nice, and I felt bad for them. So it's like going to the pound. You walk past all the cages, you're like, I want to take that cat home, and I want to take that dog. That's the way I feel going through Comic-Con when I see nobody standing there. It's like, I want to get a picture with you. You're not that bad. But yeah, spread the love, folks. Spread the love with everybody. Comic-Cons are phenomenal. You don't have to dress up, but it's always a lot more fun if you do. I have dressed up twice for a Comic-Con. Enjoyed both times.
What'd you dress up as? Yeah.
The first time I ever did what I call cosplay. That's what we call it in the biz, cosplay. I went as, well, it was a kind of I fell into it. I was in San Diego, and I was at the Adult Swim Pavilion, and they painted my face to look like Frylock from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and that was my cosplay. I walked around the rest of the time dressed as Frylock, and I was stopped by media. Different booths were giving me prizes for it. So I was like, I got to do this more often. And the second time I went dressed as Doctor Who. As I went to Chicago, I dressed up like Doctor Who. And unfortunately, so did everyone else. And so I was lost in the crowd.
Like Waldo, like Waldo. Right?
I literally, that's right. It's like, where's Doctor Who?
Oh, man.
But a lot of fun Comic-Cons. Like I said, if you haven't been, you should go. If you have been, continue to go. Support the arts because it is so much fun, so much fun. And we're going to have details on specific Comic-Cons and what they're bringing later on in upcoming episodes and what. But as for right now, this has been Pros About Cons. Ladies and gentlemen, the clock on the wall is saying that it's time for the Demented Revolution to go Betty bye. But that doesn't mean it's over, because, Joe, where can they find us?
Go ahead and subscribe to us on YouTube, Demented Revolution.
All right, and follow us on Twitter at Demented Revolution.
And like us on Facebook, Demented Revolution. And also, before we go, we'd like to thank a few people that made this all possible. Joe, is there anybody you'd like to thank?
Let's thank Ben Sounds for our music for here on our Demented Revolution.
I'd like to thank Film Junk, Birth Movies, Death, and Deadline for the News. Great sources.
I would like to thank Drunk on Disney, Guy Hutchison, and Dana Snyder for making this all possible. And so that does it for Demented Revolution this week. And, oh wait, we've totally forgot to read what our manifesto is. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. What our manifesto, we're revolting against something, we're a revolution, and you still don't know what our manifesto is. So let's begin. Joe, you have something?
Yes.
Shannon, do you have something?
I absolutely do.
Okay, and I do as well. So sit back, and the Demented Revolution manifesto is...
You have reached the end of the internet. To continue listening, please turn the internet over and press play. Thank you.